Hello everybody, this is Kirtana here. Today I'll be explaining how to build circuits on Tinkercad as well, especially focusing on building a DIY mini piano virtually. So let's click on circuits here and then click on create new circuit. So let's just look into what exactly is this mini piano is. So we are just going to be having keys like the real piano. So this is a mini piano with just 7 push buttons and 7 notes. So we are going to be having our push buttons, we are going to having a bass which is our breadboard to make several connections, we are going to have an Arduino so that when we play that it'll have a specific musical note, and then we have an RGB LED so that when we click on a specific note, a specific push button, it shows up a different color. So let's start on. First, let's look into what are the components that we'll be needing for today's workshop. We need an Arduino, breadboard, resistors, RGB LED, and then wires, piezo buzzer, and that's about it. So let's just sort out all our components on the workstation here, and then let's give a brief explanation on each of the components, and then let's move on connecting the circuits. So let's get our components onto the workstation. I'm just typing out Arduino. We're going to be using Arduino. Let's place it here. Then we'll be needing a breadboard. Just drag it here. We'll be needing a buzzer, piezo buzzer. Let's place it here. Then we'll be needing 7 push buttons for our 7 beautiful musical notes. 4, 5, 6, and 7. We'll be needing 8 resistors, 7 for push buttons and 1 for the buzzer. So we're going to be needing 7 resistors, 7 for the push buttons and 1 for the buzzer. So yeah, we have our 8 resistors, 7 for the push button and 1 for the buzzer. Then we'll be needing RGB LED here. So let's just place it here. Okay, now just let's briefly talk about all of our components and then start connecting them. So why are we using an RGB LED? As I previously discussed that when we click on a specific button, we want a specific color on the RGB. So that's the reason we are connecting RGB. And there's also other option of connecting LEDs to your push buttons. Like you can just have a bunch of 7 LEDs for your 7 push buttons so that when you click on them, it'll individually show up the color. But RGB is always an advantage because it has a wide option of colors. It makes a mixture of red, blue, and green to give almost 16 million colors. It shows up 255 level of colors for each of them, and when you multiply 256 into 256 into 256, you can end up having a probability of 16,000 colors. So this is always an advantage. So we are using an RGB here, and then we have a piezo buzzer. So piezo buzzer is our output device. It has positive and the negative end. We are going to connect negative to the ground and the positive to the digital pin. Even we have our RGB LED, even it's our output device. So the buzzer gives a buzzer tone with a specific musical tone. So it works good for a piano since we can't use speakers in this specific workshop in a virtual mode, but you can actually use them when you're doing in real time. So we are using a buzzer here. Then we have a resistor. We have already talked about it many times in our previous workshops, that resistors not only limit the current in the components but also help us in many different ways. So the reason for connecting a buzzer, the reason for connecting a resistor is, when there's excess resistance connected to in a circuit, what happens is it opposes opposes the current. So it's always important to know to choose the right resistance for your circuits. So how do we choose a right resistor? You can use a primitive method, which is you can use Ohm's law and as well as power equation to find the resistance, or you can use online resistance calculators where you can just type in your voltage and current values to give your resistance. So you can do any of them to find the resistance. So it's, I'm just highlighting it that use a proper resistor wherever it be needed. But in this workshop, we're going to be using 7 resistors with 10k and 1 resistor with 100k, which goes to the buzzer. So there are also many other reasons why we connect a resistance, because a resistor, because when we connect a resistor, it's always advantageous. When we don't, because when you just switch on off your devices, what happens is it creates an electric surge, which gives lots of energy in the form of heat, which will break your components. So we don't want this to happen. So yeah, please make sure you use a proper resistor, not low and not high. If you use a low resistance, your devices won't work properly. So please make sure to use a proper resistor. Then we have our breadboard. So basically this minus and plus which you see here, these two rails work horizontally and these rails work vertically. So these are called the power rails and these are called the terminal rails. These work vertically and these work horizontally. Then we have a push buttons here. Push buttons have two terminals. This is terminal 1 and this is terminal 2. So this is terminal 1A, 1B, 2A and 2B. So this is just a brief idea about all of our components. So I think we can start connecting them. So let's place our push button number 1 to here. I'm just giving a single line space for the push buttons, like the space in between them. So similarly, I'm just connecting all my push buttons onto the breadboard. Yes, I'm done connecting my push buttons now onto the breadboard. So I just want to draw my ground and 5V supply to the breadboard first. So let's click on ground and to the negative first. So I'm just leaving it in green color, but I want to use red for the 5V. So first let's do the similar thing, 5V to the positive. And you get an option here where you can customize the colors of your wires. So I'm just giving it a red for 5V supply. I just want to extend the same connection to the other side. So I'm clicking on the negative to the negative here and the positive to the positive here. You can customize accordingly in the way you want. Try to keep it clean because it won't be confusing for you in future. So I've just extended my 5V and ground supply to the other side of the breadboard too. Now I think we are good to start connecting our analog pins to the input devices, which are push buttons. So I'm connecting A0 to the terminal 1A of the first push button. So I'm just giving it a color. I want to choose black. And A1 to the terminal 1A of the second push button. So let's click on, let's not use red and green. Let's click on orange. And click on A2 and 1A of the third resistor. Let's use yellow and click on A3. Just drag them and click on the exact place where you want it to be. And then take a turn. Click here. 1A of the fourth push button. We have used yellow. Let's not use green. Let's click here. Yes. Let's click on A4. To the terminal 1A of fifth push button. Let's click on blue. And let's give it purple. And for the final push button, we don't see any ports for the analog pins here. So we can just use one of them. I'm just using 4 in the digital pins. It won't be a problem. So let's connect it to the final push button's terminal 1A. I'm using pink for this. So I'm done giving my input connections now. Yes. Now I'm just gonna connect my other side of the terminal 1, which is terminal 1B, to the resistors. I'm connecting a resistor, one end to the ground and the other end to the 1B. This drives the same supply here. I don't want 1 kilovolt, I want 10 kilovolts. So I'm just changing into 10 and the units are similar. So I'm repeating the same process even with the other resistors. So let's change it to 10. Just drag and drop them here. Yes, you have your things in place, but just make sure your resistance values are correct. Just use 10 for all our resistors linked with the push buttons. Yes, we are done. So now let's give a power supply to the terminal 2B for our push buttons. So you can just click on here and take it to the plus, which is 5E, and give it a red color to keep it simple that you understand that it is connected to the power supply. Resistors doesn't need any external voltage for them to work, but our push buttons need an external voltage. So this is the reason we are connecting them to 5V supply. Yes. Yes, we are done connecting them. So it's time to connect our piezo buzzer. We have a resistor here. So we'll be using 100 kilovolt resistor. You can connect it here. terminal 2, which is the negative ones, is needed to be connected to a resistor and to the ground. So since we are grounding it, I'm just using green color here. For the positive, it goes to the input pin or a digital pin. In this case, I'm using a digital pin number 5. But please make sure you just use the same pin numbers in the code, or you can change your code according to the pin or change the connections according to the code, whichever your comfort is. So since it's a digital pin, I'm using a different color. It's time to connect RGBs now. So we have red, cathode, blue, and green. The colors are the digital pins and the cathode goes to the ground. So in a similar way, I'm going to use one more resistor for the RGB2. The cathode first goes to the one end of the resistor and then to the ground. And then the red goes to 11. Let's change the color to red. And blue to the 10. And green, let's leave it green like that. So we are done with the connections now. I'm just So one more advantage we have on Tinkercad is we can name our push buttons. So since we are specifically working on a piano, I decided to give them some names based on the real musical notes. So just let's name them. So let's name them button underscore A, button underscore B. So basically the music notes come in an order A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? So let's use the same order. And our last button G. Yes, we are done connecting all the devices as well as naming them properly. Now let's use our mini notes to name the devices which we have used to keep it clear. I'm naming it RGB LED. My Arduino is here. Buzzer. Resistors. Wires. I'm just dragging it here. And then breadboard. Yes. So we are done naming our components. We connected them properly. Our buzzer is connected. Our RGB is connected. Now I think it's time to code. Faiza will take over. I hope you find the information helpful. Thank you. Bye bye.